So today's video is going to be my May favorites, and I am cheating so badly because guess what day it is? It is May 16th. That is correct, it is the 16th of May, and I am filming my favorites video halfway through the month. So these are products that I've been loving for like 2 weeks or more, but I haven't been loving them for the entire month of May yet because the month of May isn't over yet. I'm actually pre-filming right now because I'm going out of town here in just a few days to visit my family back home, so I'm actually pre-recording content that will go up while I'm gone. But enough of my rambling, let's go ahead and get into the products that I've been loving for the past 2 weeks / month-ish. This is the Ofra Rodeo Drive Highlighter. I got this in a BoxyCharm and I am so in love with this. I am constantly reaching for it, mostly because I'm so excited that it fits my skin tone. I figured it was gonna be way too dark for my pale arse. I even have a little bit of self-tanner on right now. But this is the highlight that I'm wearing on my cheekbones today, and as you can see, I would say that it works for my skin tone. I have it on my nose, and my cupid's bow, on my chin, and my forehead, a little bit on my brow bone. It's so ridiculously intense. I'm so obsessed with the Colourpop highlighters that I just don't want to spend more than $8 on any highlights. But this one I really do love. The only thing I don't love is how much pickup there is when you stick your brush in. It's not that big of a deal for a highlight, but you put your brush in and it explodes a little bit with powder. It's a beautiful champagne-y, goldy color that I think is perfect for spring and summer when you want to look bronzy and golden and sun-kissed. This is by Groovi Beauty, I believe, and it is the Candied Plum hand cream. I think that this was only around for the holidays because I got this for Christmas from my mother-in-law, and I had never heard of Groovi Beauty before, and it doesn't say the name of the brand anywhere on here, so I'm guessing this was a part of like a set. But on the back it says Groovi Beauty right there, and I looked it up and I saw that they sell this brand at Ulta, but they only sell like makeup organizers. I'm gonna have to text my mother-in-law and ask her where she got this because this is amazing. It smells good, but that's not really the reason why I love it. I love it because it's the only hand cream that I like, because it's the only hand cream that doesn't leave my hands feeling slippery and slick. I'll put this on my hands and it helps to make my hands feel nice and moisturized and smooth, but it doesn't stay that slick and slippery and oily. I hate when I put a hand cream on and then I feel like I can't do anything or touch anything. This absorbs right into the skin and you don't have to worry about not wanting to touch things afterwards. It also says on the back here, it says regular retail $3, so let's see. Let's talk about another sort of body non-makeup item. This is the Aveeno Active Naturals Skin Relief Body Wash. It's fragrance free and it says gently cleanses and moisturizes to soothe itchy, dry skin. I picked this up for Cam because he doesn't have dry skin, but every time that he washes his body and gets out of the shower, he talks about how his skin itches, but then it quits after a while and it goes back to being regularly oily. So we've been looking for a body wash that he can use that's not gonna like irritate his skin and make it itch. So we decided to try this one and I absolutely love it, and so does he. It's very moisturizing, but it doesn't leave you feeling oily or slippy or slick or anything like that. But when Cam gets out of the shower, he doesn't itch anymore. Okay, now let's talk about some fun makeup stuff. I only have just a few more things to share with you. The first being my baby. I'm addicted to this. If you watch my YouTube videos, if you follow me on Instagram, you will know all about this palette. This is the IT Cosmetics Naturally Pretty palette. I got this on sale at Ulta during 21 Days of Beauty, and it is basically an all matte eyeshadow palette with the exception of one shade right here. Transforming Pearl is a little bit more sheeny compared to the rest of them. With that being said, these are matte shadows, but they're not like flat matte. They have like a little bit of a sheen to them, but not even a sheen. It's just a little bit more glowy than like a matte eyeshadow. I love the color scheme of this palette because you have all of your highlight shades, your transition shades, you have some more deeper shades for the outer corner. It comes with a black and a white, a gray, all your browns that you need for your transition shade and your crease. I guess one con could be that it doesn't have any shimmer shades, so if you really love shimmer, you might not love this palette, but I prefer mattes over shimmers. That doesn't mean I don't like shimmers, because I do, but I have sort of deep set eyes as well as oily skin, so most of the time if I'm wearing a shimmer shade, by the end of the day it's like on my brow bone because it transfers. But I have reached for this palette every single time I've done my makeup since I got this palette, and that's saying a lot because I love my Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and this might take over first place. It might. Like I said, I'm doing some traveling this month, so this baby is going with me for sure. They're just the right amount of pigment. They're not too pigmented so that it's like hard to blend out if you go a little bit too ham, but they're not too sheer either, and they blend out super easy. So even if you do go a little bit too ham, you can blend it out, no worries. I'm wearing some of this palette right now. I have the shade Soulful in my crease. I have Noir, just the black shade sort of smudged on my lash line to give my falsies something to sort of blend into. And then I have a Transforming Pearl on my brow bone underneath the Rodeo Drive highlighter. Let's talk about some Colourpop shadows. You guys know I love Colourpop shadows, and I recently placed an order, and I picked up the shade Wattles, which is sort of becoming like a cult favorite because of Kathleen Lights. She loves this shade and mentions it all the time. So I, of course, had to get my hands on it. It's a beautiful sort of like pinky mauvey brownie color, and it's got a little bit of a sheen to it. You can even see it here in the pan. It's not a flat matte, but it's not shimmer either. This does have a satin finish. My favorite way to wear this is definitely just in my crease, all over the lid. Mascara. Call it good. This is a perfect one shadow eyeshadow. If you want to do like a one shadow look, this is perfect for that, because even though it does have a sheen, it doesn't look glittery or weird when you put it in your crease. I have this shade on either side of my eye. I kind of try to do like a little bit of a halo eye. So I have this on the inner corner and then the outer corner of my eye right now. And then I've also been loving Colourpop Bubbly. This one is also described as a satin, but it is not. I would describe this as like a sheer glitter finish. I know that might scare you, but there's definitely glitters in this. I don't know why they call it satin, because there's definitely glitter in this. This is what I have all over the center of my lid. You see that like sheen to my eye? That's all this shade. This shade is what I would describe as younger Hannah's dream eyeshadow. It's very girly. It's like very pale pink. It's like a ballerina pink, but there's some glitter and some sheen to it. So it's like, it's really girly and maybe a little kiddish, but who cares? I don't care. I don't care. I love pinks. I always have. 6 or 7-year-old Hannah would have had this all over her face. All over. And that's it, you guys. That's everything that I've been loving for these past couple of weeks. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss any future videos of mine, and I will see you guys next time.